Everyone needs a little lovin' in their life. Whether it's a casual fling or full-blown love of your life type scenario, it's good to let people in now and again.
あなたはキスをしないと死にます。
お帰りください。死神は間に合ってます。
Let this video of the 10 best romance anime fill that potential void in your life. So welcome back to Animeology, and today we will show you the top 10 anime where popular girls fall in love with an unpopular boy. Before we begin, be sure to drop a like and subscribe down below for more anime top 10s, and without further ado, let's get right into the video.
なんだよ、でかい態度取りやがって。あれ、なんか一段とでかくね。猫にやってる。
Number 10. My girlfriend is a gal. First love. It's special, it's meaningful, it can even hurt. That may be exactly what the creators of My Girlfriend is a Gal were trying to convey with this adaptation, and it may have been successful, for all the wrong reasons. Typical average main character Hashiba Junichi gets riled up by his three buddies to go confess to the pretty, delinquent girl in their class. The other boys want to use this poor sap as a Trojan horse to lead them to losing their virginities by first getting close to her, and then having her introduce them to her delinquent friends. Unfortunately for them, and fortunately for Junichi, the girl in question, Yame Yukana, is nothing like they imagined. She's kind, sweet, and very thoughtful. She sees through Junichi's lame attempts to ask her out, but she doesn't reject him. She instead decides to go out with him earnestly, which is far more than this loser deserves. Thus begins this unusual love story that doesn't even get off on the wrong foot, as the protagonist wasn't even standing when he confessed. While Junichi may be a rational thinking individual, the peer pressure of his friends and his cowardice are going to get in the way of his ultimate goal of having his very first girlfriend. If he manages to act like a decent human being for long enough, he may just get what he was searching for all along. Number 9. 3D Kanojo, Real Girl.
言ってくれる?
The most enjoyable part of 3D Kanojo, Real Girl is its ability to hit you with many different emotions and themes. The anime has great comedy and relationships with its characters. The plot of this anime is that Hikari Tsutsui is a socially awkward otaku who finds himself paired with the popular Iroha Igarashi on pool cleaning duty after they are both late for school. After they fall in the pool while cleaning it, Iroha asks Tsutsui out. Despite her many boyfriends, Iroha has never really loved somebody, which causes Tsutsui to at first think she is just teasing him when she asks him out. Despite his initial reservations, Tsutsui agrees to go out with Iroha, and the two begin their journey towards their first real love. Along the way, Tsutsui and Iroha befriend Yuuto Ito and Arisa Ishino, while also meeting with Sumi Ayado and Mitsuya Takanashi, who serve as love rivals that get in the way of their relationship. Next up at number 8, Toradora.
だからラブレブレターのこと忘れろー！空っぽだったんだ
！Toradora is a moving story of love, loss, and the depths of friendship and sacrifice, with plenty of laughs and wacky hijinks along the way. In this 2000s anime, 5 high school-aged friends strive to flesh out their identities, what they're feeling toward themselves and each other, and what they truly want out of life. The main character of the series is Ryuji Takasu. He's a high school second-year student who's always trying to look his best but is frustrated by his efforts. He has a gentle personality, but people mistake him for an intimidating troublemaker because of his glaring eyes. Ryuji is happy in the company of his best friend, Yasuka Kitamura, as well as the girl he has a crush on, Minori Kushiida. Toradora is a wonderful, feel-good romantic comedy. The predictability of the show is successfully banished by the small twists that occur every couple of episodes, and the wonderful characters are enough reason to keep coming back for more. Number 7, We Never Learn.
え
二人同時に愛の告白。最低です。そこまで節操がないとは思いませんでした。
The story of We Never Learn is one of its greatest strengths. We Never Learn does a great job balancing out the comedy, drama, and the ecchi aspects of the story. The story starts with Nariyuki Yuiga's goal in his life to provide a better life for his family. To achieve his goal, Nariyuka has been working hard to receive a special college recommendation. One day, Nariyuka is called into the principal's office and gets offered the recommendation. But there's a catch. Nariyuki must tutor Fumino Furuhashi and Ritsu Ogata, two of the smartest students at his high school. Although they are brilliant in some subjects, they're both lacking in others. To get his recommendation, Nariyuki must find a way to help the girls despite many tutors failing before him. We Never Learn is a great anime with fun and unique characters and an interesting story. While the series does have its shortcomings, there's a lot here to enjoy, especially if you're a fan of this kind of genre. Number 6, Hiyoka.
私、気になります。
Hiyoka is by far one of the most beautiful animes I've ever seen. The character design is designed so well and fit with their personality almost perfectly. The backgrounds were created with such detail that it felt like I was watching an anime movie instead of a TV show. Hiyoka revolves around a boy named Oreki Hataro, an apathetic guy who has little interest in anything or anyone. His life motto is, "I don't do anything I don't have to. What I have to do, I do quickly." But when his older sister, who lives in India, sends him a request to join the classical club to keep it from being shut down, he accepts, thinking that the club would be a good place to stay alone and conserve his energy. But his conservative life is in trouble as he finds out that the club is also occupied by a curious girl by the name of Chitanda Edu. Up next at number 5, White Album.
やめろ、春樹。刹那が見て。
White Album is a true life story about what it means to be a guy in the real world. Tauya Fuji has been dating Yuki Morikawa since they were in high school. However, when Yuki wants to pursue her dream of becoming a singer, she puts her relationship with Tauya on hold because she can't balance her career and dating him. This leads Tauya through a tough time trying to continue at least keeping in contact with Yuki, but failing numerous times. Luckily, he has plenty of goddesses to keep him company and help him through his troubles one way or another. If you enjoy pure romantic dramas, then this is for you. Plain and simple. White Album has next to no comedic elements and focuses primarily on the main character's relationship with his girlfriend, which has recently become strained as she has become an idol and is growing in popularity. Number 4, Love Tyrant.
あの子とキスしちゃったの？そうしたんだ。死刑？
Saiji Aino is your average everyday boy who attends high school. One day at home, he answers his door and Guri, a female cupid, is standing in front of him. Guri claims that she will die if Saiji doesn't kiss her, and she does her best to force her way inside his house. Fearing his neighbors may call the police due to her constant screaming, Saiji lets her inside. Guri goes on to explain that she is a cupid and owner of a notebook named the Kiss Note, obviously parodying the Death Note. He learns his name was written in the book by Guri while she was trying to write another name but wrote his by mistake. Anybody who has their name written in the notebook will kiss within 24 hours, or the person who writes the name down will die. Saiji ends up getting roped into helping Guri meet her cupid quota so that she doesn't die. He starts to realize that he may have gotten himself into something that may be a bit hard to get out of. Will Saiji be able to make it out of this contract alive? Guri is one crazy cupid, and even God himself has trouble trying to teach her about the way love works. Up next at number 3, A Town Where You Live.
ちょっと待って、アキさん。
何？ 何言ってんの。空き巣はあんたでしょ。
This anime has one of the most wonderful love stories ever. It's a show about how love is stronger than any type of friendship. Haruto Kirishima was looking forward to a quiet high school life in Hiroshima until a strange girl from Tokyo, Yutsuku Eba, arrives to announce that she will be transferring to his school and also living under the same roof. Haruto knows this will cause a great deal of misunderstanding among his friends and classmates, especially with the girl he has a crush on. But Haruto can't seem to leave Yuzuki alone. He soon discovers that they share a past as well as Yuzuki's reason for transferring from Tokyo to Hiroshima. Through happiness, heartbreak, pain, and distance, they begin to realize that their fates are tied together no matter which town they call home. Moving on to number 2, Nyan Koi.
助け。
これ死ぬ。最終回？
Junpei Kosaka is a second-year high school student who despises cats and has an allergy to them. It just so happens that his high school crush is Kade Mutsuno, a girl who adores cats. One day, while walking home from school, Junpei kicks an empty can and unfortunately strikes Beans, the local Nikujutsu-sama, or guardian deity of cats. He finds that he can now understand what cats are saying, including his family's ill-tempered cat, Neamusis. However, if he does not grant 100 wishes from the cats, he will turn into a cat himself. For my final thoughts, I'll just say that if you like harem anime, this is worth a try, since I don't really like harem anime that much, and I've never enjoyed harem this much. It's a great show. And finally, at number 1, Oreshira.
理解。大好き。大好き。
Aita Kido enters high school intending to graduate with marks high enough that he can earn a scholarship to medical school. With this goal in mind and the fact that his parents are divorced and they found other lovers and left him in the care of a relative, he shuns anything to do with romance or love. One day, the school beauty, Masutsu Natsukawa, invites him to walk home with her, but he refuses. After several days, he gives in and walks home with her. It turns out that Masutsu is tired of being the center of attention and receiving confessions on a nearly everyday basis. So she suggests that he and Aita become a fake couple. Although Aita tries to refuse, Masutsu blackmails him into becoming her boyfriend in name only. News of the new couple rapidly spreads throughout the school, and Aita's childhood friend, Chiwa Harusaka, who likes him, begins to vie with Masutsu for Aita's affections.